Hey y'all, I want to talk about I want to talk about my day, y'all. About, well, my work, pretty much. I have come to the conclusion that I got emotional or social anxiety, well, attached to the cash register and them damn cookies next to my register. Now, y'all may think that I'm joking. I'm not joking about this. This is a serious thing, y'all. Um, as y'all may know, I do suffer from anxiety and depression. In my regular daily life. Some of y'all may already know that. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, then you don't. Anyway, my well, let me just say this before I go into what I want to talk about. Okay, so part of the reason why I got this job uh is so that I could learn pretty much social skills cuz I was basically a hermit just not doing anything with my life. And I mean, I had other jobs where I got to communicate with people, but as far as social skills and learning how to deal with people in general, I had to demote myself and get a regular, a basic job because I had always had big jobs like I always mentioned before. In my previous lives, I never had a retail job, and part of me getting this job that I'm at now, um, I decided to work with people and learning different personalities and all of that stuff. This is why and I'm gaining friends, of course, they ain't my age, but well, I get along with the guys that's more older than me, I should say, at my job. But a lot of people at my job, they tend to, like me and stuff like that. Not like me as far as dating me, but um, like me as far as friendship wise and, you know, kindliness to me, liking to me, basically like that. However, explain it. But okay, so I be shy around people at first when the whole shyness when you first getting to meet somebody. Now I'm more comfortable at my job. I'm more open to a certain, other coworkers and things of that nature. So with that being said, I'm getting used to the people around me. Now it's new people coming around, like new managers and um new employees, other employees. So I have to get adjusted to the new way of doing things and things like that. Now, granted, I'm I'm trying to learn how to adjust to the new changes because if it's sudden and it's just random, I have an attack. I feel like I'm attacked. I feel like they're picking at me personally, and it's just like I can't explain it right then and there, pretty much to them. They don't know what's going on in my mind, and I have a huge attitude with everybody around me. It ain't, and it's like I'm cool with everybody. I go to work. I'm jolly, happy go lucky person. Now, this is where I want. This is what I want to talk about when I say I'm emotionally. and socially attached to my register, and the cookies sit in the box next to my register, and the cookies, pretty much. Okay, so I feel as though if I'm not behind that register, unless I'm doing like little tasks like cleaning up, the front area, the lobby, or the bathroom, or something like that, I feel as though I am useless. Like I feel like out of place. Like I don't belong there. Like I just got fired or some shit. Like if I'm not behind that register doing what I love to do, which is making the customer smile, getting surveys, making sure them kids ain't stealing the orders, I feel like I'm out of place. And I don't think that my managers understand. Like this is like the second time I done had a fucking meltdown because I wasn't behind that register. I don't like okay, the first time it happened, I was mad with the world, and I'll be trying to keep my thoughts to myself. I'll be trying not to just lash out and be a bitch to everybody. But my facial expressions, when I'm pissed, my facial expressions tell it all. I can't, and the more my facial expressions tell it, the more madder I get. And I it's like I'm not trying to take it out on nobody. And it's just my inner thoughts. So if they don't put me behind that register, I feel like I'm no fucking good. I'm useless. I'm mopey, I'm bitchy, this, I'm that. And it's not like I'm being uh how do you call it, disobedient, or not trying to follow the rules, or because like I said, well, I didn't say this, but I never got in trouble. Well, I got sent home for cussing out that manager that one time, and that was just sent home. But I never got written up. I never been suspended or fired from that job. I absolutely love that fucking job. So that's where my emotional, attachment comes with that job. And I feel as though, the people that know me, like, been working around me, know exactly what I'm going through, because, I talk to them, on the side. But it's just like the new people, they laugh, they pick, they joke, they do this, but they don't fucking understand. That register, I got emotionally attached to that register and them damn cookies. The new people, I show them how to make the cookies. They don't make them right, and with the cookies. Now I'm explaining how I'm emotionally attached to the cookies. With the cookies, they don't make them right. I don't like being next to burnt cookies. I don't like being next to unorganized cookies. Like you can't just throw them in a damn uh uh container, and like so you gotta throw them on there with love. They gotta be stacked neatly, and yes, I count them. If it's the big container, cookies, 24 cookies go in the box, eight eight rolls of three. Like I count them, and if it's a lot, like if I gotta make a lot of cookies, I'll just stack them more than what they're supposed to be. But then 16, 12 to 16 cookies in the small container at the top. Like they don't understand like my emotional attachment to them damn cookies. I be trying to explain to them, like the new people, they don't get it. They make them wrong, and they be flat, they be burnt, they be I just can't function. Like I just cannot function with those cookies looking a fucking mess. I got customers that just buy my cookies. My cookies sell off the rack as soon as I take them out the oven. I can't let them cool down because as soon as my cookies come out the oven, they want to order them. They don't even sit on the rack. I mean, the cookie pan that long. I don't know what it is about my cookies, and they sell out like hotcakes. And the thrill of the smile on them people faces when they're ordering the cookies, That's what I like about selling my cookies. Now, the managers don't get it. They don't understand that. I don't know why. But yes, that is part of my social anxiety with those cookies and that cash register. I just, and tomorrow we supposed to have a big meeting. I'm just gonna go ahead and say what I need to say about this because this is a real thing. And in order for me to be happy, y'all want me to have a good day at work, and y'all don't want me being bitchy or moody or in my feelings all day or looking sad all day, moping and breaking down in the middle of the shift. Because literally, I fell, literally not fell, but I bawled like a baby, snots and boogers and all with the ugly Yvette looking cry from Baby Boy. Yeah, that was me. That the first time it happened, and my coworkers, they was like, "Oh, this not you. This not you." It's not me because I'm used to being on the register. I'm used to doing this. These sudden changes, I can't get jiggy with this shit. I cannot get jiggy with this shit, y'all. And these people laughing at me and I look, they don't understand. They don't understand my frustration. They don't understand my frustration, man. And instead of me lashing out and because I started to go home today, but I thought about my damn trip I got coming up. I can't afford to be not working. I can't afford no days, extra days off. I can't afford no slip ups with this job because I got shit coming up. Plus, I'm trying to get a car. So two things at once: two trips and trying to get a car. I can't afford no fuck ups. So we got a big meeting tomorrow, and once they ask if there are any questions, comments, or remarks, I'm just gonna go ahead and admit this shit because apparently these people don't see it. And to avoid me losing my damn mind, like I've been doing, and then the people looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm having a whole meltdown like a motherfucking 5-year old, and I'm motherfucking 34 in another week or so. Yeah, I think it's time for me to come out and admit this shit. Like they say, the first step is to admit it. I'm gonna go ahead and admit this shit. Cause y'all, this girl literally saved my damn day. The girl who she put on the register, who my manager put on the register, was like, "Oh well, I don't want to do the cashier. You could do the cashier, and I could just do expo, which is bagging up the orders and you know pretty much just putting together the orders." So I says that would be good for me. That would be excellent. So that's what I think I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna start going in 5 minutes early. 'Cause that's another thing another coworker of mine suggested. Cause I don't like going to work early, especially when I'm doing my scratch off tickets and I'm winning. Hell no, I ain't going in early. But I think I'm gonna start, doing that because this shit here is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Now, I don't care how y'all look at me. I don't care how y'all view me, but I gotta get this shit out. When I got some shit on my mind, I gotta get it out. But yeah. So that turned my day around, and you know, I really do need to start letting people know. Well, start letting them know. Not for them to get into my business or get into my personal, life or nothing like that. Cause I don't really talk about too much shit, the personal, like that anyway. So, cause I'm at work. When I'm at work, I'm at work. I don't. I mean, I be cordial with people to make friends, but they're not really my age, so they wouldn't understand, what I'm going through. Um, Most of them is like teenagers or early 20s. So the stuff that I'm going through, they wouldn't. I mean, they would a little bit, but they wouldn't understand. They got friends and entourages and families and So they wouldn't understand what the hell I'm going through in my mind because I don't want to talk about, what I got going on. Um, yeah, so I don't think they're gonna, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna take this because I don't know. I should pull, one of the managers to the side or I should talk to them personally one on one, but I just really need to let them know, the managers know, because right now they thinking I'm batshit crazy or I'm losing it. And yeah, I'm losing it, all right. I'm losing it. I'm losing my damn mind by y'all not having me behind that register. But I'm not losing it for no damn reason though. It's 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 a method to what my madness pretty much. Like I'm very passionate about this job and it's not like it's not, I'm like this with every job I get though. I'm passionate about it. Um hell, I like what I do. Even though it's a cashier, simple cashier job, it makes me happy. I make money. I mean, it ain't the highest paying job, but it's a job that, works for me. It works for me. So I do what works for me and, I'm happy about it. But, most people will say, "Oh, you too old to be happy about a cashier job." I don't give a fuck about what you got to say about me. Okay? Fuck you. Anyway, but this is what keeps me sane. Uh just talking to people and I'm learning how to be more social and not socially awkward and through this job because like I said, y'all know my situation where I'm down here by myself and y'all know the whole rundown. I done told y'all multiple several times. If you don't know, oh well. But um yeah, y'all already know how this, my channel is, what my basically why I created my channel. Um, my channel as well, going back, not to, just throw this in there, but that goes into my social anxiety as well. That's a part of it. That's why I'm mentioning it. Not to be thrown off topic of what I wanted to talk about. But yeah. I don't think that, people um necessarily get me at work when it comes to my emotional attachment to the register and them cookies. So they just see me going through the motions, they just see me breaking down, but they don't understand that this shit is serious. This shit is serious. Like I mean, if I ain't had these trips, I would have took that offer because I did say I wanted to go home, and she was gonna let me go home. But then I thought about I can't afford it right now. But I can't always go home. I can't always afford to go home. Pretty much. So I would rather talk to these people and address this shit head on. Even if I gotta talk to them personally, one by one, because I do got a new manager. Because the manager they just switched, a manager from a different store, so I gotta, get used to him and figure out what he got going on. And then we got another GM. So you know, I mean, they kind of pretty much, I guess, they talk amongst themselves. Managers and managers do what they, they probably pretty much figure me out and got a feel for me after I done cussed out one manager. I guess they alerted all of them managers in the group chat about what happened because they talk. They do. They talk amongst themselves. They do. But I just pretty much, gotta let them know what is going on. And I think it's time that I let them know for their safety and for so they could be alarmed and because I don't know. I think it's time for me to just let this cat out the bag. Okay. Not my cat sexually either. Just so y'all know, cause y'all know where y'all going with that. But I'm talking about, my anxiety if they haven't noticed or if they haven't, you know, because I'm used to just working and, being in the same spot. I keep my station clean and neat, and my station got to be neat and tidied up. No everything all over the place or out of the ordinary. And I got to work in the same spot. It's just, I don't know how to explain it as far as, more than I'm already explaining it in full detail to y'all. But, yeah, this shit is a real thing. I never thought I would have this problem. I never thought I would have this problem. But like I said, I think this is part of this is where my communication skills come in and lack thereof. hmm Yeah. So that's a real illness. So I guess I should, go ahead and just say this shit. Ain't no need to be ashamed of it now. I'm a year in my job, y'all. I never made a year. Yeah, I never made a year in my jobs that I work at. I normally just quit and give up, but I love this job, y'all. And I just, I love the job pretty much. Everybody that work there, I get along with. If they don't get along with me, that's a personal problem because they don't need to be in their feelings. Don't take me serious. I'm passionate about my job, so yes, I take my job serious, and I don't fuck around with it. I don't fuck around with it. Be serious about this thing around me. Don't be bullshit and don't be lollygagging. I'm not here to hold y'all hands because if you shadowing me, you better watch me do my job. Cause I ain't babying you. You'll be fucking around. You'll be sitting there, standing there the whole damn shift, fucking around with me. Cause I ain't. No. Once you see me doing stuff, and you want to learn how to do it, ain't nothing to it but to do it like Martin said. And I'm serious about this thing. And I done told the new manager. I said these new people here, they coming in just getting a job just to say they got the job, and once they in, it's like they thinking they edged and stoned or something, like they tenured there or something. Like they can't get replaced. They not doing their jobs properly. They lazy with doing the side task, and we got people that come in, like that's gonna come in and grade our store and stuff like that. And if we don't, we fail a test, they be looking at us like we crazy. And and that's when the managers come in, the big managers and shit coming in, staring at us and on our asses and pissing us off and whoopty whoopty wah. Yeah, that's because these people is lazy. When it's not a big crowd, we supposed to be doing stuff like tasks like cleaning up our stations and making sure the front of the house is supposed to be doing like the lobby and stuff, and doing cleaning stuff and tasks and stuff. And them people don't be getting to the nitty gritty. Like they'll be spot cleaning, like light cleaning and spot cleaning, and that's not getting the job done. And that's why the store be smelling a certain kind of way. That's why the store be looking a certain kind of way. And yeah, when I tell y'all I'm passionate about my job, I'm passionate about my job. Let me just say that. But you know, I you know, it's just it's just not in me to not enjoy a job that I work at. I don't care how simple it is. I don't care how small it is. It's not in me to not enjoy my job and appreciate even the small things. And I know I sometimes I do get lazy at times. Hell, everybody do, but I'm still passionate about, even the small things because, they say jobs is hard to come by. That's what they say, but it ain't. But still, I just, you know, I just like doing my job pretty much. I go home. I go to work an hour early because y'all already know I catch the bus. It ain't no secret, but I catch the bus to work. So to avoid any mishaps, I leave an hour early, and then I get there and just sit in the lobby till it's my time to clock in. Um, just to avoid any, traffic. What if the bus get into an accident, God forbid, you know, things like that happen. Maybe the bus be late or some shit like that. That's why I don't leave, on time, on time. Like if my shift start at a certain time, I leave an hour before that, at that time. That way to give them that window, cause them buses be tripping. And then certain buses, they be knowing I'm on the bus to go to work. They'll stop somewhere. They'll do anything to piss me off, knowing because they thinking, oh, she ain't paying attention. She got them headphones on. She ain't paying attention. But I will cuss their ass out, and I don't want to be, doing all that in my uniform because I could get fired from my job doing all of that shit. And I don't want to lose that job or, jeopardize my job and, all of that. Especially they know where I work at and you know how people is going to people's jobs and, talking bad about them. Oh, they doing this, they doing that, and they had just uniform on and whoopty whoopty ball and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I could get fired. So I don't like getting fired. I got fired, you know, one time from that daycare that I told y'all about. But I don't like getting fired. I never got fired from a job. I never did. And I try my damnedest not to get fired from a job. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and say this shit to these people before these people be, you know, acting crazy. And it ain't for them to be, treating me any kind of certain way. Cause soon the moment I feel like it's some weird shit going on, I'm gonna go ahead and address that shit head on. And then we really gonna have a fucking problem. We really gonna have a damn problem. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and address the elephant in the room tomorrow when they have this little meeting. That way it won't be no damn surprises or because lately this shit been happening a lot. It's about the second or third time this shit done happened. And nobody understand what the fuck is going on in my damn head but except me. And I in that moment I can't explain it to them because I'm pissed and they pissed because I'm pissed. And when I get pissed, I'm not gonna do my job right. Customers be looking at me and they see the frustration and they see that I'm pissed and I don't perform my job right. I don't i don't when I'm pissed off I don't perform right. So I would rather go home, but I can't afford to go home at this moment. I just can't with these two damn trips coming up back to back like that. I know it's like months apart, but mm-mm, mm-mm. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about, my emotional attachments and my, my pet peeves in my job. Like most people already could tell, like I mentioned before, the older, the more seasoned people at the job that already worked there and, worked with me before. But yeah. So I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this live because I pretty much got out what I wanted to get out. Um, yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say after this, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. Make me something to eat. I don't know what I'm. I think I'm gonna make me some more catfish nuggets. Cause I had made a little bit of catfish nuggets yesterday. Cause I didn't want to make a big what's the name? So I just made me some catfish nuggets yesterday with some macaroni and broccoli. Cause I ain't know I didn't want to fry a bunch of them. So I just put the rest up in the freezer. But I'm gonna make me some more in a few minutes. But yeah. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. You know, to me rant or vent. And I'm out this thing cause I don't got nothing to say. But like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And if I don't know if my videos could get hyped up, but if they can, go ahead and hype it up for me. Please and thank you. I would gladly appreciate it. All right. And I'm gone for real this time.